This is the Washington News, brought to you live with a report bringing you some black news and some white news. Oh, I came across an article that I was reading from, what is this, Politics USA, and it titled "White Gun Nuts Plan to March Through Black Neighborhoods Carrying Assault Rifles." Well, I gave it a compensatory title. I call it "Warning Open Killing Season Gentrification Style on Houston." Houston has a problem. I stay in Houston, born and raised in Houston, still live in Houston. And this black neighborhood they talking about is Fifth Ward. But I'll get into Fifth Ward in a little bit. But the article starts by saying, this is coming from the Politics USA article, the Houston chapter of Open Carry Texas, a gun rights advocate group, postponed an event that was scheduled for this past Sunday, where their members were going to walk through the streets of Fifth Ward in Houston. I know about Fifth Ward. I used to hang in Fifth Ward. I used to live in Fifth Ward. The members were going to walk through the streets of Fifth Ward in Houston, which was postponed, openly carrying assault rifles and handguns. The event, which has not been canceled but merely moved to another date, was ostensibly also going to be a candid food drive organized with a local church. The Fifth Ward is predominantly black neighborhood, and the event was originally scheduled to take place shortly after the celebration of Juneteenth. Per event organizers, the march has been moved to another date because one of the main organizers is Fort Hood Master Sergeant C.J. Grissom, a gun rights advocate, was unable to attend this past Sunday, as he was scheduled to appear somewhere else where open carry enthusiasts were appearing in the public with guns. Per Grissom, the neighborhood march is meant to be a community outreach attempt by open carry, yeah right, as well as a charitable affair. If you are to ask the group, Open Carry's purpose in doing this isn't to antagonize or to intimidate, but merely to educate others and let them know that they all have the right to carry around scary looking assault weapons everywhere they go. Texas laws now make it perfectly legal to openly carry long assault rifles such as an AR-15. Joe Desautels at Burnt Orange report upon learning of the original event checked it with local church that events organizers stated they had coordinated with to do the canned food drive portion of the march. As one would suspect, the church had no idea what was going on. The church had no idea what was going on. So they didn't know what was going on. And they confirmed that they had not discussed any such drive with the Open Carry Texas. It appears that the group was caught in a lie, as they were merely trying to create the illusion that this event was something more than just a bunch of nut jobs, marching through a neighborhood carrying guns. Desautels also highlighted past incidents from some of the group's members. He provided pictures and Facebook posts from some of the members showing quasi-racist behavior. One member took a picture of himself outside the office of Representative Sheila Jackson Lee, a Democrat in Texas, who represents the ward, eating a piece of fried chicken. The congresswoman is an African American. Another person was shown holding a sign that stated that congresswoman supported slavery because she's for gun control. One open carry member posted to Facebook that most blacks are thugs and that going to prison is no different than living at home and leeching off the government. Only the address has changed. Basically, the Houston chapter of Open Carry Texas was looking for a way to proactivate and step it up as a way of getting further press, which they have now received. I guess you can only go to so many chain restaurants and box stores in the suburbs before people stop paying attention to you. Considering that the NRA, National Rifle Association, retracted their original acknowledgement of the group's activities and has essentially endorsed it, what they are doing now. Open Carry now feels emboldened to push the envelope and organize more aggressively in inappropriate demonstration. It seems like race baiting is a new direction. I see this march with guns, if they still decide to go through with it, as a multi-front operation, one considering that their membership is almost exclusively white. They are perhaps hoping to appeal to some people of color and add some diversity to their organization. Another reason to do this march is to garner some easy publicity. Finally, I think they are hoping that the antagonistic nature of the march will lead to a confrontation that could eventually lead to shots fired. Open carry enthusiasts and gun rights advocates constantly claim that they need their guns for self-defense to fight off the bad guys. Quotations. Need their guns, I say it again. Open carry enthusiasts and gun rights advocates constantly claim that they need their guns for self-defense to fight off the quotation bad guys. I wonder who the bad guys. By purposely causing a tense and volatile situation, there might be some gun nuts in the crowd that are hoping they finally get a chance to be the good guy with their gun. And here's another. On Monday, a poll conducted by Huffington Post and YouGov was released. The poll asked Americans their feelings about the open carry gun laws, whether or not they were comfortable with armed customers in shops and restaurants. Well, I'm going to end it right here. Well, let me get into this. Like I said, I gave it a compensatory title. Warning: open killing season gentrification style in Houston. Or open killing season gentrification style in the South. Because in the South, the gentrification is like straight up head on. Carrying guns. You have white racist white men, white racist white women coming from the white community to march in a black neighborhood, majority black, predominantly black neighborhood, because Fifth Ward is not a community, it's just a neighborhood, it's just a hood. My question is, where are these Fifth Ward thugs at? Cause see, you have racist white men and racist white women coming from the white community all the way down to Fifth Ward in a predominantly all black neighborhood carrying AR-15s and rifles. What does that tell you? And why is this happening? I'll give you an answer to that. When you do not have when you don't have an economy, when you don't have businesses in your community, when you have a bunch of homo thugs, when you have a bunch of boys, not men but boys, grown supposed to be men, but boys raised by single mothers, when you haven't built anything, when you don't own anything, you don't control anything, you don't have the power and wealth in which where you are at for 3 decades. So I used to live in Fifth Ward. I used to stay in Fifth Ward. I used to hang around Fifth Ward. It haven't changed since the 80s, the 90s. Black folks don't run nothing in the Fifth Ward. They don't own nothing. They don't have anything. Yeah, black folks, you got quote unquote, because they're not thugs, not gangsters. You can't come in Fifth Ward. We run Fifth Ward. You come to Fifth Ward, we'll kill you. I mean, they come from the bastard baby makers. This is what they produce. But see, all you did in life was make babies. Baby after baby. Don't have no man. Don't have a community. Don't own or control anything. All white folks are saying, you know what? It's time for some cleansings. It's time for some cleansing. Because black folks been living in Fifth Ward decades. Just like every black people that stay in all major black cities, it's the same thing. Just like Fifth Ward, just like Harlem, Philadelphia, you know. When you have white folks coming from their side of town, white community come in an all black neighborhood with AR-15s and rifles, in the church, the local church, the people that organize the canned food drive, the black folks of the church, they didn't see this coming. They don't know. They didn't know nothing about these people coming in here. They didn't know. They wasn't warned about it. Nobody told them that these racist white men and racist white women coming with their guns. They didn't know that. But that shows you, well, you don't own and control, you don't have an economy, you don't have an economic base, all you got is a hood. You don't control your neighborhood. This what happens. Because this is going to be old school gentrification, especially in the South. In the North, gentrification is sophisticated. Because they raising property tax, water taxes. Slowly slowly cleaning house. When the South is straight up gentrification. You got white folks coming with guns. You got laws, you got white law enforcement shooting and killing and beating and brutalizing young black boys, shooting down black boys, running over black boys, shooting black men, locking them up. From Texas to Florida. Why is this happening? Like I said, When you don't have a community, when you don't own and control, when you don't have economic empowerment, when you don't have any business and institutions, all you got is a hood, and you consumers, illegal immigrants come in, they set up businesses, and you support them. See, when you don't respect yourself, you don't care about yourself, you don't care about your people around you, nobody else cares about you. They got the right to do what they want to do to you. Ain't that right, Fifth Ward? Where are the thugs at now? With their little 9mm. Hey, if it hurt black folks feeling what I say, I'm just telling the truth. It's a shame. Where the thugs at? Where all these thugs saying you ain't gonna come in my neighborhood? See, we do that to each other. Black folks love to do that to each other. You ain't coming here, I'll kill you. Then you got some white folks marching in. Where the thugs at now? So, Fifth Ward boys, what are you gonna do? Oh, I know we gonna call on Cornel X. This is the only time black folks become black all of a sudden. You wanna call on somebody black. All of a sudden you like black power, but you'll talk about black power. Now you wanna call up Black Panthers. But that's what's gonna happen. But that's what happens when you don't have a community. People just walk right on in with their guns. Walk right on in, take your money. It's open killing season gentrification, old school style. White racist white men, white racist white women. The old Southern way. John Wayne used to say, it's time to saddle up, boys. I think that was a John Wayne quote. I think it's time to saddle up, boys. And that's exactly what they doing. Besides, they're not on horses. They sure in the hell got their guns. So my question is, what are we gonna do about it? That's all I got to say. Straight off from you, from B. Washington News.